shirt fit you properly.
Why?
No, because I mean, you've had this issue before. So.
No, man. Listen here, buddy. Can you do the floss looking at your t-shirt? Really? That'll be cool.
Hello, guys, and welcome to the Azure Files. It feels great to be back again. I like your shirt. Maybe you just explain to our viewers today what it's about.
Right, so basically, again, it's from GopherCon.
Okay.
And because we're doing something on Azure Security today, I just thought the whole Zelda with the sword would be pretty cool.
Okay, that's cool.
And I see you got Fortnite.
Yeah, I've
Rumor
been.
has it it's quite a popular game out there.
It is quite popular, and I have been, doing some Fortniting these days.
Not flossing.
With Azure, I now get time to play games.
Ah.
Instead of doing IT admin, so it definitely feels good.
Cool. All right, let's jump straight into the question. So Rebecca in Nudhook writes, Hey Matt and OT. Firstly, our thanks for a great show. We run multiple on-prem workloads and are looking to move some of those to Azure. It's quite cool. That's something that we quite often.
Fantastic.
But we're struggling to understand the security behind this. Is there an easy way to have our on-prem security policies implemented on our cloud service, and how does it work? So I think the question is more like, if I'm running on-prem and in Azure, how can I monitor the whole security ecosystem across both, across the hybrid cloud?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, I think it's a great question. I liked one of the key words there for me is policy.
Policy.
Everything about security is often always driven by policy. A lot of the time we get people saying, how should I go about security in the cloud? And what happens is that we can give you so many different types of security. We can secure a lot of things, but it needs to be driven by a policy. And I think I definitely like that word. So with regards to your policies, is if you look at your policy breakdown and what you need to secure and what you don't need to secure, and what the policy once again is around that security, we can start applying tools. And Azure's got a really good system in terms of policy. So first of all, there's multiple layers of security. And Microsoft is good with using what they call the layered approach. Yeah. We see it from Office 365 all the way into Microsoft Azure. But one thing that we've come across now, and it's pretty recent for us working on it, is Azure Security Center.
Love that.
What that does is it helps us identify what could be possible threats to our environment, as well as detect current threats that are in the environment. And what's nice about it is that we can actually deploy it via agents onto on-premise servers as well, so that we have got security across our hybrid strategy, our virtual machines in the cloud, our applications and platforms in the cloud, as well as whatever applications and platforms we are running locally on-premise. And what security does is it centralizes the control and the policy management of your security, which I like. I mean, in Security Center, we find things like just-in-time access, which we might talk about in another episode. We come across threat detection, advanced threat protection. We come across things like IPS, intrusion prevention kind of scanning mechanisms. But what's nice about it is it doesn't just tell you what you're exposed to. It gives you recommendations on how to fix them. So it might say, you need to patch this, you need to watch for SQL injections here, you need to do all of this kind of thing. So I like the fact that the Security Center is a very proactive response to security in Azure at the moment. So these things will obviously, once again, come back to the policy. We'll identify the policy, look at what needs to happen in there, and then we'll try and see if the Security Center has those features that we can align to that policy. And I think that's the best strategy going forward, especially when we are looking at protecting the hybrid cloud.
Well, the big thing for me for the Security Center is that whether you're on-premise or in the cloud, or you could be running your local data center into Azure, you can pull that into the Security Center, so you can monitor everything at once.
You don't want to be managing security here and then go switch to a whole different type of technology there and manage that. I think what the hybrid strategy for most companies at the moment is that consistency layer of application management, application delivery in a very consistent form. So what I'm doing on-premise, am I doing the same in the cloud? And is it one layer? Because for me, that becomes a skill issue if you are running two different types of technologies. If you've got the skills to manage security in the cloud, it should apply exactly the same as on-premise. And you might find yourself learning about the security feature sets in Azure, and at least you can use them on premise now.
That's it.
And I think that's a big benefit to most businesses.
And I hate using the term one pane of glass. That's in essence
it is
what
one
it
pane
does.
of glass, yeah. It definitely is.
Cool. Now for the geek fact of the week, password security. Everyone knows passwords, right? What are we now? August, October, 2018 hashtag, something like that. So they say that if you've used a full sentence, maybe choose 4 words, not "this is my password," not one of those. But basically, if you use 4 words or 5 words, it'll take over 500 years and 1,000 guests a second to crack. Just don't forget the words and don't use "this is my password."
We used to have a lady once who used to put her passwords on sticky notes on her
I
desk.
remember that. That was quite cool.
Yeah,
No.
that wasn't ideal, but I mean, at least they were long words.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. I enjoyed Security Center.
Yeah, we definitely do know a bit about Security Center, so please send us some more questions around Security Center. If you do need us to help you even define a security policy for your organization, we do have some frameworks that we work with alongside Microsoft, so please let us know, and we'll definitely assist you in designing the best hybrid security strategy for your business.
And if you need post-its, I know someone who can help you out as well. Guys, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.